Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit the ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Okay, let's continue with the discussion of the euro currency. On the euro currency market, it looks a bit choppy on the recent trading sessions. Well, here's we see the struggle between the significant plunge on the euro currency and the growing pressure of the bears, and the situation when the market stands at the support and daily oversold, and that leads to some volatility on the euro currency, and price action really not quite stable, if we could call it in this way. Well, since market has shown yesterday returning back to the previous lows, I feel that it's not quite absolutely done with this current support area, and I think that something is happening now around this support. Well, as we discussed yesterday, this setup currently on the euro currency is not suitable for every trader, because that is a bit risky setup, since it's based on the stretch pattern. I do not know whether we could call it as the bread and butter anymore, since market hasn't started upward action after the third close. Well, by the nature of this situation, it's still probably the bread and butter, since momentum still here. This momentum still could lead to some bounce to the upside, but from the book approach, from the theoretical approach, this is not quite the bread and butter, since, as I said, that's already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th day in a row below the 3x3 and no bounce yet to the target of the bread and butter. But by taking in the intraday charts, I still feel that something is going on here currently that's really could lead to some continuation, to some bounce to the upside. I do not want to call you to take the long position, since overall situation is bearish here, but I just want to warn you and to call you, do not be hurry with the entering short. This market still at support, market still at oversold. That's not quite good situation to enter short right now, because something could happen in your nearest trading sessions, maybe today, maybe tomorrow. Just wait a bit and see how market will respond on this support area. If the market will give us the rally to the upside, well, we will get better opportunity to sell into. This is in fact our second stage of our trading plan that we have discussed in the weekly thread, the weekly research. If market will break this support currently right now to the downside, well, we will try to enter short at some retracements, since in the medium term perspective market should show much more downward action that compares even to this move. So in the medium term perspective, we expect some deeper move to the downside. Well, but in the nearest time, we should be keeping an eye on this area, and I would like to show you why particularly we should keep an eye on this area, on this price action here. Here, by the way, as you can see, could be relatively rare pattern could be formed, that called as the last engulfing. This is in fact the opposite pattern to the bullish engulfing, and it looks like the bearish engulfing, but last engulfing is forming usually on the bottoms. That's why it's rather rare pattern. Here's, for example, some sort of the bullish engulfing pattern, but this is, you could see, contradictive pattern in terms of the colors of the candles. It's also bullish, but it has first white candle and second black candle. That's why it calls us the last engulfing. So that could be also the candlestick pattern right here. Well, now let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, what I see a very interesting moment. Particularly speaking, I see the wash and rinse right here of that lows. You can see that this is not just the simple candles have been formed here. That is relatively rare candles on the euro currency. You do not see it quite often, such sort of the action here, and that tells us that that was market here has found the support. And when the market forms the wash and rinse of such lows, this is potentially short-term bullish pattern. And who knows, maybe this will be particularly the pattern that will start move to the upside, will trigger upward action. Besides, the situation when the market shows the wash and rinse of the previous lows is very typical for the double bottom pattern. And in fact, I suppose that this is the last chance, the last pattern that we could see here, because if market after the wash and rinse will show return right back below these lows and continue move lower, then in this case we could say that probably this setup has failed and we will be searching for the possibility to enter short with the continuation of the market action. But currently it looks like we still could get some kind of the double bottom pattern if market will start the appreciation right now. The target of this pattern is the distance between the bottom and the neckline, and it's very close to the target of the double repo pattern. It's around 618 resistance, slightly lower than the 618 resistance of the whole move to the downside. That is possible, and that's the pattern in fact that I would like to see here and that I'll be watching for. Since as we said yesterday, our stops should be somewhere below these lows, significant lows, and this hasn't been triggered yet. So the potential setup for the bullish upward action is still possible. But as I said earlier, I do not call you to take the long position because this is a bit personal and risky, and I can't freely recommend to do that, since this is the trade against the trend. So if you would like to deal with it, you could try to do this, but in general our setup is bearish, and we in fact wait for the better opportunity to sell into rather than make the profit on the bullish appreciation on the short-term perspective. But here I just would like to share what I see and what is really is possible here, and I just would like to call you to not be hurry, as I said, with the entering short, and wait a bit how market will resolve this situation currently. What we see on the lower time frame, I decided to use not the hourly but 15-minute chart, because we here could see clear the situation, what is really has happened here. Here you can see clear the wash and rinse of these lows. Just a minute, I will show you these lows. Okay, here they are. So you can see that was previous lows. That's wash and rinse. Even more, if you will drop the time frame to the 5-minute chart, you will see fast and hammer pattern with a huge long tail. That's very typical for the appearing of the wash and rinses. Here it looks a bit more blur, but on the 5-minute chart, this is really a very bright pattern has been formed when the market has formed this wash and rinse of these lows. That's potentially a bullish sign. That is also the butterfly. So market hasn't quite reached the 127 extension, but that's in fact still the butterfly, the reversal pattern, and I think that this low currently is very significant for us, because if market will return right back and take out of the lows, and probably it's very difficult will be to object against the potential downward continuation, since market already doesn't have any reasons to make any wash and rinses or something of that sort, because it has done already everything that could be done here in this current situation. It's just no objectives, short-term objectives that could attract the market right below these lows. The only way why market could return right back is just, I think, that the continuation to the downside. That's why this low is very significant. And depending on whether this low will hold, market, whether it will continue up and will show some double bottom or something of that sort, some reversal pattern and retracement, or it will fail and move to the downside. So that's current my view on the situation on the euro currency, although this price action is not quite what we expected yesterday. We thought initially that market probably will continue move higher, but that was not the case, and market has returned right back. Well, sometimes this happens, but for us as major is this support area. And by watching this wash and rinse of these lows, this is potentially bullish pattern, and I think, as I said, it's not done yet with this current support area. So let's see how it will turn. Again, just warning you about the potential risky situation here. If you would like to take long positions, so think twice before make the decision. Well, for others who trade on the daily time frame, this could be the foundation for the deeper retracement that probably could give us better opportunity to enter short. So keep an eye on it. This, in fact, is really a very thrilling situation currently on the euro currency.